Hello, I'm Enzo, and today I'll be playing Oxygen Not Included Spaced Out. So this is going to be the first episode of my new modded series. However, I'm not going to show off all the mods in the intro like I did last time. Instead, I want to start with world generation. Okay, so it's looking around world generation and debug, and I'm not sure if it's just like debug or if, the things don't spawn. But pretty much, I've went to other planetoids in debug mode, and the worlds just don't have anything except for normal tiles. No plants, no critters, no geysers. I hope that's not just how the game is. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna go with no sweat. I play this for fun, not to actually try really hard. Spaced out, because last time I did Classic, you guys see, that was a huge world. That was my issue with it. It's way too laggy for me. So smaller, but more, emphasis on space travel, as you can see here, is what I kind of want to go for. Okay, so I was looking at all of these, and I have kind of two ones that I was looking at. This one, because, swamp plus metal sounds awesome. I also kind of want oil. The other two, or the other few over here, don't look that fun to me, especially because I don't like cold planetoids. You'd think it would be a crap ton of fun, right? No, it's not at all. It's terrible. So that led me to this one. This is probably one of the coolest for me. However, I was going through, all the seeds, trying to figure out what I really wanted. I came up with two major options. This one. Okay, so let's see. Geodes, but small boulders, okay, I can work with that. All this cool stuff. Crash satellites and lush core. On a regular planetoid. You see how interesting this is. Lush core. I think, honestly, I'm probably gonna have to go with this one. Now, the other option I chose is this one. So, volcanic activity, geodes, metal rich, I love those. Small boulders, I can deal with that. Slime molds, and irregular oil. Pretty much means you'll usually get more oil. Metal rich, yeah, so honestly, I think I'm gonna go with this seed. Now, for two reasons. Crash satellites on the Tundra asteroid. Now, you may wonder, crash satellites are usually insanely radioactive, and you need lots of rad bolts on the Tundra asteroid to open up the temporal tear, which I'd like to do this series. Lush core? Because honestly, you know what? That seems like fun. I can make some real use of the regolith asteroid. So let's do it. Game settings. These are all extremely important. Teleporters, yes, preferably care packages. Have it saved to cloud just for safety. Now, my game settings are always going to be this. One above off, as you can see. This is just so I can have more fun, honestly. I'm not a hardcore player, I like to have fun in games instead of challenge myself. Well, this is a challenge in a way. Because, they're not off. I still have to deal with my duplicant's needs. So let's do it. Has anyone noticed an issue with this yet? This is editing, Enzo. I may have forgotten the story traits. I realized it in, 10 hours after I started playing, so yeah, no story traits for a series. Sorry, guys. I was truly hoping I could have done them here, but yeah. That's my brain in progress. The only way I could ever make up for this is by either doing a quick run that goes over all the story traits or potentially spawning them in with debug mode later on. We'll have to see. I'd rather get all the achievements first, though. If you guys don't know how I kind of set up my duplicants, this is based off of what Francis John does. Classic builder, digger, and researcher. Although, honestly, pilot would be good, but no, we're gonna go with the classic. What am I gonna name it? Well, this is difficult. Last theme was to Lover. This one I think is gonna be another Azure Lane based one. Azure Lane 2. Okay. Ooh, 12 construction. Yes, please. And honestly, construction, Akashi is a fitting name. I think I'll take that. 10 excavation, can't doctor. Theoretically, we shouldn't have too many injuries early on. They destroy stuff, so how about, Shimakaze? Sure, that works, I guess. This is a interesting combo. Less calories, but converts radiation exposure into calories. I want it, but I don't think it's that useful early game, unfortunately. Okay. It's the tough one. I don't think I need strength early game, considering I'll also be automating a lot of stuff later on, and they have plenty of time to increase that. So honestly, I think this is a great duplicant. And like, what better researcher than Chkalov? I hope I pronounced that right at least. Perfect! Alright, I think we have our duplicants. Just 10 excavation, I mean, maybe I could do a bit better. But honestly, to start, I think this is pretty good. Less medicine, can't do... Oh. Okay, you know what? Now or never. I haven't played in so long, I've kind of forgotten what to do. Alright, honestly, from here on, I think I'm just going to voice over everything I do to make it a bit simpler on my small brain. So yeah, from now on, I'll just do everything I normally do in an auction not included game, but I'll voice over. We have plenty of animals. The pips could be an issue, though. I think my first goal is going to be getting some food. Oh, crap. Water. Actually, water right there. But there's some sort of facility filled with chlorine. That's the biggest issue. So I don't know where I want my central ladder to be. Maybe like here. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna turn off my mic now and start playing. My first main goal is to find some water so I can set up some toilets so that my duplicants don't make polluted water everywhere. In the meantime, I also remembered that you have to do schedules, so I'll do that for a little bit. And don't forget about priorities either, those are extremely important. The main reason I place doors there is so that I can actually get a latrine instead of just like a, blank unused room, and so that's free morale. Here's the list of mods I'll be using. I don't think they're all here because I forgot to enable a few, and I'll add more on if I need them as I go, but pause the video if you want to see them all. The thing about oxygen not included is the start is pretty much the same most of the time. You get bathroom set up, you get a bedroom set up, you get some research set up. Not much changes between playthroughs. It's just how quickly you have to adapt to your environment before your duplicants are about to die that usually changes. And honestly, I have no clue what I'm going to focus on. I usually get bigger batteries first so I can hold a bit more power, but beyond that, I'll usually just be researching what I can research. Fun fact, the water cooler is a recreation building. However, you can still disable it and it will still grant the bonus of a recreation building, so it doesn't use as much water. Now, early game researching is a huge priority for me. The only annoying slowdown is the fact that you need a duplicant with the skill to use a supercomputer. I don't have one yet. Hopefully I can print one. So for this first print, I actually need a duplicant that can do researching, and considering this duplicant does a bit of everything, I'll take him. I chose Vanguard because, the golden hair. Choosing names is going to be difficult for me. I don't know what I'll base it on, but I'll figure something out. I kept these shine bugs alive because I thought they wouldn't have enough space to interrupt our duplicants, but I guess I was very wrong. Unfortunately, these ones need to die. They're just going to keep interrupting my duplicants' very precious sleep. Honestly, I have no clue where this little hatch came from, but considering he's just going to go ahead and sleep in a very perfect spot, I'm going to wall him off. The reason he isn't cramped is because there's still plenty of open space. He just can't move anywhere. I'm going to keep this hatch for later, because I'm going to do a lot of ranching in this playthrough, trust me. The first geyser I find is unfortunately a cool steam vent. The only issue with it is the fact that it's open, so it's just going to emit steam and warm up the entire place. There is also a new room added with the most recent update called a laboratory. This room is supposed to give your duplicates an efficiency bonus, whether it's researching or using the new Geo Tuner or the rocket, the mission control station. I don't know if it's actually an efficiency bonus or it's just the lights that make your duplicates work faster. Who knows? Easy Great Hall means easy free morale. Normally, I don't even put airflow tiles in the starting area, but for some reason, oxygen is extremely scarce so far. This could be an issue. This duplicate can do pretty much a little bit of everything except for digging, and I need more workforce around here, so I'll definitely take them. I named them Georgia because honestly, I have no clue why. Okay, so as I'm excavating the world, there's this, pond of polluted water. Well, guess what? There's happens to be one single tile of 50 kilograms of dirt where it leaks. Like, come on, man. But I guess the polluted oxygen could be useful considering my current situation. And this is my current situation. The thing I'm looking at is a modded building, so it's not too important and I won't be using it, but still, I have to figure out this oxygen crisis soon. Fun fact, polluted oxygen, when duplicates breathe it, makes them consume even more oxygen, which is an issue. Other fun fact, I have not found any sand yet, so here's the rock crusher, and here's where the deodorizers are gonna go. One of the mods I have pretty much lets me re-roll what prints I get. However, you have to do 2 prints before you can get another free one, but still, you can also customize what stuff you get out of it later on. So it's a pretty neat mod, extremely convenient considering how often I reject prints. I always like to build a water tank at least somewhere early game so that I have somewhere both to store water and pump it from, because you can use it for supercomputers or mush bars in an emergency. Something even I didn't know, apparently manual generators count as industrial machinery. Huh. I need oxygen so desperately I even had to set up an electrolyzer to do it. This is mostly because on the planetoid I'm on and the kind of biome preset, I don't have much or any algae at all. So yeah, this is my pretty much only option for oxygen currently. And I was so desperate to not have to use power and make more heat with a normal filter, I went for a powerless filter design, and it works insanely well. Whenever I get something of little value, or I don't get anything at all and just reject the print, I won't show it, of course. But this time I got a snazzy suit, so thought that was pretty neat. Since this is spaced out, guess what? Everything I need are on different planetoids. But I found this little guy, Dracos. I kind of forgot that we had those biomes on this planetoid. Meaning, we now have a decent source of reed fiber and potentially plastic. So Dracos are an amazing find for this entire run. Otherwise, I'd have to go to another planetoid and find thimble reeds to get some reed fiber. So that's cool. As you see here, I very quickly went for ranching. And so technically, this duplicate's gonna have to level up one more time before we can get critter wrangling anyways, but it's still nice to have at least one dedicated rancher to start. Even though I can't dig in there yet, I can still tell that's another minor volcano based on, well, the lava and the small size of it. I then decided to use the hydrogen to help supplement my power production. I also got an achievement because I automated it with a smart battery. Looking back at the footage, I realized just how many duplicates suck at doctoring or can't do it in the first place. That's pretty funny. But anyways, Pei is one of my favorite duplicates, mostly because of the awesome light blue hair that she has, and I know a character that fits that description perfectly. I mean, this duplicate has decreased calories, but honestly, Quick Learner and 13 Construction is more than worth it. That's an amazing combo to have. And I'm gonna name her San Diego, mostly just because of her red hair. I have no other reason. I built a little oxygen mask dock for Shimakaze so that they can go deeper down into the world and start excavating even more without having to run up every 3 seconds to go get a breath. thought it would be easy enough to just build a door and trap this Draco in where I could just build a shearing station, but it was not having any of that. So I just waited till I got the critter wrangling perk because I was not going to deal with it yet. This duplicate has piloting and excavation. Could be useful. Their name gives me a perfect idea of what to name them, however. Honestly, a good portion of the early game is legitimately just clearing out the world, building basic support structures where you need to. Not much has gone on that's crazy yet. I still have so much to do, even though unfortunately I forgot the story traits. But I built an exosuit forge, and do you guys know what happens when I click on an exosuit forge and why this is the end of the episode? Now, I don't know if it's a mod, but pretty much for a while and spaced out, whenever I click on an exosuit forge, it just crashes my game. I have to load back and save before I click on it again, then it'll work, but the first time I click it, it always crashes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and this is going to be Enzo from LookIntoGaming, signing out.